That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith for another go-around. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And another NBA season about to start. Shaq, we've talked about it. You can feel, I don't know, an air of excitement that's a little different than in years past.
There's a number of talented teams all wanting that ring. I've said this before. Kenny has said it many times. It could be one of the best seasons we've seen in a while, including what Golden State did last year in the ring.
That was an incredible run. But some teams that looked unstoppable last year will start to show some cracks in their armor. But the other teams that didn't look like much on paper last year, beginning this season, are now looking like they will surprise.
And that is it for now as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
and just before the game, the championship ring is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans.
Harrison Barnes. Andrew Bogut. Andre Iguodala.
The sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see the New Orleans Pelicans facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, they've got the Prodigy. Prodigy is out there with Jones. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Williamson missing. You guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
Now here's Ellis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Ellis has got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Warriors. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kicks it to Murphy. The pass to Williamson. They get the rebound. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And Curry, here we go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ.
Also the willingness to absorb contact, all part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. And, you know, now we have all these analytics. And if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Stephen Curry hits them both. Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. And what a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican line.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Pass to the product. Offline with his 3.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Green, the screen. And here's Iguodala outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
The prodigy, no good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an over for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's Green missing. Pelicans trail by 8.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Now Curry, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Green, the screen. Curry dishes to Green. That doesn't go either for Green. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. We'll start for them. Murphy with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Murphy passes to Williamson. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
Iguodala's drive comes up empty down low.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Pass to the product. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Wide open. There's the bucket. Good. Curry with it. Iguodala setting the pick for Curry. Ellis wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Ellis has got 6.
I mean, they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Murphy on top. He's covered by Iguodala. Jones drives in, and he drops it in from the low post.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And Doris Burke spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around, and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Curry, and that one's good. 5 points in the game.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Mr. Williamson. Down low, here's Jones, and he gets it to go. Jones has got his second bucket.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already. And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Pelicans trail by 5. The pass to the prodigy. Here's Williamson. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's the prodigy, and it's sent back by Bogut. Draymond Green with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Ellis left side. Latrey. And it's Williamson with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's the prodigy. He's covered by Iguodala. Murphy against Ellis. 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Warriors leading by 3.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Now here's Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Ellis gets to Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Pelicans trail by 3. Now the feed to Usher. New Orleans moving the ball around. Smith on the wing. The Warriors pull it in, and going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
Added incentive in a game like this. I mean, they've got to be ready to rise up to that challenge. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Passes to Williamson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And he makes the first.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Draymond Green. Both shots good from the stripe.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. And they had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Here's Bass.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Brandon Bass. 2.
That free throw, no good. Perkins is checked in for the bulldozer. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Smith kicks to Cole. Perkins with a screen on Bass. Cole dishes to Perkins. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player. The outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Ellis on top. He has 6. Left side Curry. Top the key Barnes. A 3-ball. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
A good open look. He splashes home the 3.
And Cole kicks to Smith. Smith with a screen on Ellis. Perkins with the screen. Out to Smith. Wide open. Misses off the right eye. Warriors leading by 4. Ellis outside. Back to Curry. And that one's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Cole. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. A sheet. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Ashik? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint, so long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And, you know, going back to Ashik, I mean, he's not just a big, immobile guy. I mean, he's got really good flexibility, and that's helped him develop some post moves at the offensive end. He's no longer Mr. Dunk or nothing.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And going back to Amir Ashik's toughness, you can see it in his face. I mean, he's not going to smile at you. He's not going to show you any expression at all. Just a cold-blooded monster on the floor.
And so is New Orleans with it. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Perkins with a screen on Curry. Back to Perkins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Brandon Bass. Kendrick Perkins at this point in his career really more of an enforcer than anything. Last season was statistically his worst since his rookie year. Played for a couple different, actually was part of 3 different teams and ended up in Cleveland after beginning in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, what he gives you now, he's really a space eater down low. Still a terrific screener, in the pick and roll or in terms of executing of the offense. And when the game gets physical, that tends to lead to him finding a way to make an impact.
Enforcer's a good term to
like
use.
that
Yeah,
one, Kevin.
I do too.
I like that one.
He doesn't get the second one.
And, you know, going back to Kendrick Perkins, I mean, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. On top of that, he acts like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. One of the toughest competitors in the league, and he's got a scowl to match.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And we were talking about Perkins. He's always been willing to do the dirty work. When the Celtics traded him a few years back for Jeff Green, they immediately struggled to outwork and out-hustle opponents. That was one of the few trades that I think Danny Ainge would like to have back.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes Clark in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
That's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the Pelicans with possession here. 9-point game. Perkins with the screen. Here's Smith. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of the game.
No good from Perkins.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now Curry. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Warriors lead by 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, who told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Prodigy is out there with Jones, and it's the closer. Then there's the Prodigy, and it's Williamson in at the 4 spot. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Here's the Prodigy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Iguodala. Barnes kicks to Curry. Now here's Barnes. Outside Curry. Tries again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Now here's Iguodala. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that one's good. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's sent back by Bogut.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Iguodala wide open. Another miss by Iguodala.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The lead now cut to single digits. The Prodigy's got his first bucket in this one. Warriors leading by 9. It's Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Bogut.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Green, the screen. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pelicans trail by 12. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Warriors, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Here's the Prodigy, covered by Bogut. And it's sent back by Bogut. Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala outside. Barnes up top. Back to Iguodala. Green, the screen. Iguodala kicks to Green. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The shot misses. Pelicans trail by 12. The Prodigy passes to Jones. Right wing. And here's Murphy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And so here is New Orleans following Draymond Green's three. Jones with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. It's stolen by Curry. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Screen by Jones. Here's the Prodigy, guarded by Curry. Rebounded by Bogut.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Williamson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. For New Orleans, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
That's good.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, here is Murphy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they look so mature is how they protect leads. I mean, rarely giving away points for free and knowing how to close out games.
Here's Barnes. 12 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Pulls up on the wing. Pelicans with the rebound. The Bulldozers got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's the Prodigy. Feeds to Murphy. Pass to Williamson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Bulldozers got 5 points now this quarter.
And you know, guys, the Pelicans only lost 5 games last year where they led going into the 4th quarter. They won 38 when entering the 4th quarter with the lead. That's very mature basketball for a team that's as young as they are.
And the basket by Curry.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Pelicans trail by 16.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 23 points per, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Golden State. Looking to get back on track here, and it's good on the way up. The Prodigy's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Curry kicks to Spates. Ellis with it. 6 points for him. Spates sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the Prodigy. He's guarded by Ellis. Murphy passes to Williamson. Shot is no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Ellis dishes to Curry. Takes a shot at the elbow. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That's on Andrew Bogut. And the Warriors making a change here. Pass is checked in. And then for New Orleans, Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for the Prodigy. Ashik comes in for the Bulldozer. And Smith subbed in for the closer. You know, Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
It's Perkins atop the key. Smith the pass to the Prodigy. And it's off the back rim, no good.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the miss by Monte Ellis. Now the dish to Ashik. Here's the Prodigy. He's covered by Iguodala. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Poole, and he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Warriors leading by 11. Ellis kicks to Curry. Down low. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. 16 points for Steph Curry.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
What? 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter. Monte Ellis, the numbers on him, how he performed last season. 8th in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cole's checked in. Screen by Asik. Smith outside. He kicks it to Cole. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Poole.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively. You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Bass dishes to Ellis. Asik comes up with the rebound. Asik's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's the pass to Poole. The Warriors pull it in. 17 points was their biggest margin. For the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against the other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward.
Here's Cole, following the score by Golden State. Poole, he's guarded by Ellis, and it's slammed in by Perkins.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Warriors leading by 12. Take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Maurice Spates. The three-point line, it's Ellis. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. That's now 8 points for Ellis. Cole, the pass to Asik. Smith against Iguodala. Passes it to Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. A rebound by Ezeli.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Dishes it to Cole. Screen by Perkins to the inside. Layup off the pick. Can't capitalize inside. And that concludes the first half. The Warriors on top. They lead by 14. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, what's been the key to what's working well out there for you guys right now?
Defensive end. We rebound the ball, keeping them off the glass, and being able to execute an offensive end.
Steph, thank you so much. Plenty of ingredients to a solid effort, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think? Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's just been terrific. This is what they needed from him.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Warriors leading by 14. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Ellis is out there with Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Shots good by Ellis.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range. First off, look, every year there are all-star game snubs. And perhaps last year, Monte Ellis was the big one in the West. Hard to leave him off given the way he played for the Mavs.
And Jones has it in the corner. Lock at 6. Steph Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight. He dishes it to Iguodala. The 19-foot shot will not go. This is off the front iron. For Monte not being an all-star, there are a lot of guys that could have made an argument to be there. Monte's was as strong as any.
Yeah, and his own coach said that Monte deserved it more than Dirk, his teammate. And not a shot at Dirk by Carlisle, just Rick expressing how valuable Monte was to the Mavs.
Now here's Bogut. 17-point lead, their biggest. Good. 9 points for Iguodala. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Williamson, the pass to the product. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ellis outside. Back to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Iguodala kicks to Curry. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Pass to the Prodigy. From downtown, count that one. That's 7 points for the Prodigy.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Jones against Ellis. Baseline jumper. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist from Monte Ellis. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight. Pelicans trail by 18. Here's the Prodigy, and he gets it to go. The Prodigy's got 7 points in the game.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
Curry. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
So far, his shot selection has been questionable. A lot of tough, contested shots. If I'm coaching, I might sit him down for a minute. Let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. First in blocks, fourth in three-point field goal percentage, and they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Here's the Prodigy, guarded by Kirk. The Prodigy passes to the Prodigy. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Curry can't get it to go.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's the Prodigy. He's got 7. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. And it falls over the rim and in. The Prodigy's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Barnes can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's the Prodigy. 9 points in the game so far. And a miss there on the triple. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league in, Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons. Kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Now, here is Murphy. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Shot no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Green, and there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That's foul number 2 for him. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. The Bulldozers got 4 rebounds in this game. Murphy passes to Williamson. Great defense that time from Ellis. Warriors leading by 14. Spates sets a screen. Barnes kicks to Curry. Knocks down the three ball. Curry's got 21.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now, here is Murphy. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Now here's Ellis. 11 points in the game. They set the pick. Green, the screen. It's stolen. Here's Williamson. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
Jones kicks to Murphy. From past the arc. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. And stolen by Spates. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Barnes. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got 15.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
Just 5 on the clock. Good. 7 points in the game.
The numbers on Draymond Green. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 8 rebounds and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Green. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Smith comes in for the closer. Kicks it to Barnes. Right wing. Curry with a wide open look. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Curry's got 23 points.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012. After 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Now here's Spates for 3. Ellis, another 3 for Golden State.
And another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs, and just are not letting up at all.
Out to the wing. Curry dishes to Ellis.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Cole's checked in for the Pelicans. Now Spates. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Monte Ellis has always had a knack for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
And Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy late.
And Ellis drops them both.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
Screen by Ashik. The pass to the prodigy. Can they get it? And finally they hit one. The prodigy's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And Curry, here we go. And Norris Cole's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Norris Cole. First personal foul, team's 4.
.153 left here in the third quarter. Ellis fires, takes the 12-footer and hits. Ellis has got 18 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
There's the pick. Pass to Poole. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Cole. Good on the triple. Cole's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Ellis, good, and Curry gets the assist.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's the prodigy. He's got 9. Ashik with a screen on Ellis. Pass to the prodigy. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring. First in assists. And they also were #1 in team shooting percentage. A very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Spates sets a screen. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Right through the knee for the layup. Curry's got 25 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Poole, he's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Ashik to the left wing. Here's Cole. Oh, good on the triple. Now here's Ellis. It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Pelicans trail by 21 on the court for the Pelicans. Getting the 4th quarter going. They've got the Prodigy. Bulldozer is out there with the Prodigy. And it's the closer. And it's Poole in at the 2. No good on the triple. So it's the Warriors now. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Iguodala's drive. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
They set the pick and the pass to Poole. Stolen by Ellis. The feed to Barnes. The dish to Bogut. Ellis kicks to Green. Screen by Bogut. Ellis.
What a game for Ellis. He has 20 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good from Ellis.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Murphy against Barnes. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Now here's Iguodala. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The Prodigy's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Williamson.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Williamson. Shooting 1.
One shot. One shot.
It's been a solid outing for the Bulldozer. 16 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
And you know what? When he's had the opportunity, he's been in attack mode, and that's what led to those points at the line.
Now here's Barnes. Fires for 3, and the shot is good.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And he gets the bucket.
Assist from Murphy.
And here is Iguodala. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jones against Ellis. Feeds to Green. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Passes it to Williamson. Here's the prodigy. Six to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors leading by 18. Iguodala outside. Ellis outside. Green kicks to Barnes. Green, the screen. Dishes to Ellis. Iguodala outside. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 6 assists now in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Now, here is Murphy. To the inside. Here's Williamson. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. The Bulldozers got 5 points now this quarter. Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Barnes. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Barnes is playing well. 18 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down. Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary, and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Second free throw, no good. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management, a way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
And one thing about the NBA, there are a ton of siblings currently playing in the league. Some on the same team, some on opposing sides, but there must be over a half a dozen sets of siblings.
So he comes up empty at the line. As you said, Greg, there are a ton of sibling pairs in the NBA, even more, Clark, if you include the D-League.
Well, you start with the Plumlees, the Gasols, the Teagues, Zellers. For twins, you have the Lopez twins, Morris twins, the Zellers, Gasols, Teagues, Steph and Seth Curry. Count 2 with the D-League.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
2 shots.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And so here is Golden State following the score by New Orleans. Kicks it to Ellis. Ellis draws the double. And the wide-open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
But they get it back. Goes up again. Here's Williamson, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone.
First free throw is good. The All-Star break in 2015 was just a bit over a week. Those extra days, Clark, for most players, really rested some guys up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it was a nice move. You play those 82 games, you need more than just a few days break during the middle part of the season. So I like that move a lot.
Good on both. Warriors leading by 20. Screen by Ellis. And Curry, here we go. And Andrew Bogut, the bucket on the assist by Curry.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's the prodigy. Jones dishes to Murphy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones, the best of the prodigy. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to the prodigy. All alone. And it comes off the front of the rim. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Curry kicks to Ellis. Ellis can't get that one to fall either. It's stolen by Bogut. He dishes it to Barnes. Outside for Curry. He feeds it to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Pulls it up. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They set the pick. Here's the prodigy. Trains the three-pointer.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Ellis and Jones sends it back.
Get back.
Green with the block. Outside Curry. The drive by Green, and it's Williamson with the rebound. The Bulldozers got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Murphy. Down low. Here's Jones, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Warriors leading by 19 points. Curry kicks to Bogut. There's the pick. Now the pass to Ellis. Clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
At the line for the Warriors, Monte Ellis, 2.
And he makes the first.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
And so Monte Ellis nails both of them. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was a leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Warriors call it time.
Warriors leading by 19. Curry kicks to Green. Murphy against Barnes. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. To the inside. Ellis outside. Just 3 to shoot. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
There's the feed to Murphy. There's a good screen. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the paint from 12 feet out. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The Bulldozers got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Back to Jones. Here's Williamson, covered by Bogut, and that one's good. Williamson.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Curry kicks to Green. Green, the screen. To the inside, Bogut. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big RC coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups, I understand that, but this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Curry. They double-team Curry. 8 feet away, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, right, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game.
2 shots.
Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Free throw, good, Bogut.
And getting back to Iguodala last season, not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so. Playing the fewest minutes per game of his career, he was able to avoid some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And so he could stick around to help the Warriors assemble that franchise record of 67 wins last season.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Now here's Ellis. Outside Curry. They double team Curry. It's Bogut with the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
The dish to Jones. Passes it to Williamson. Here's the screen. Here's the prodigy. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Pelicans.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Nash comes in for Draymond Green. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Ellis. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Steph Curry. Now Smith, after the missed 3 from Raymond Felton. Smith, the pass to the prodigy. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Perkins with the screen. Off the pick. The shot no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Felton kicks to Bass. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Andre, a good game for you and the team tonight. Does a game like this carry more weight considering you beat a high-caliber opponent?
I think it's just a good win, period. You know, we can't really think about who our opponent is. So it was a good matchup, good way for us to measure ourselves, and we got another big one Friday.
Andre, thank you. One game at a time, Kevin. That's the motto.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.